back to Super Barbecue. Today we are doing a pork Boston butt popper. My base coat is a Uncle Steves competition pig shake. All of his product is great. As you can see, I've already done some of the trimming of the deco fat. That stuff is no good to use. My top coat is Uncle Steves Magic Rib. It has a little bit of a sweet element to it, where the competition pig shake, it's got a little bit of spice and with other seasonings, but it's great stuff. All of his stuff is good. So just season it up. I'm patting the meat on a piece of paper just to try and collect some of that seasoning that has fallen off, just to repurpose it, because I'm cheap like that. But just season it up. Here I am using the Firebull lump chunk. Great stuff. It's a long cook. I need something that's going to last. Pecan wood is doing the smoking today. We're going to try and continuously turn the meat so that we get an even cook throughout the thick pieces of meat here. Right now I'm just taking some temperatures, about 135, 140, but also sort of kind of probing for, tenderness too, just to see it before I start to cut this up, and then cut into larger chunks. In the pan I already have about a half a stick of butter that I put in there, so I'm just going to cut this up, as I said, into chunks and incorporate it into the pan, and then I'll put some sauce on it later. You can see the fat in that meat, but if all goes well and I do my job correct, the fat is going to render down to where it's not going to be, as big and gross as it is, because I'm not a fat person at all. But it should render down just nicely. Right here, we already got everything cut up. I'm going to add Uncle Steves. I'm going to top it off some more with some more of the pig shake and the magic rib shake. It looks like it's a lot, but it's really not. I mean, this stuff is going to cook down. You're going to lose some of it, but it's all worth it. This is the magic rib. I'm going back on top. Again, this is sort of kind of that sweet element to take away some of that spice. I like the spice from the competition pig shake, but my wife's not a big spice lover. Of course, we got nothing's complete barbecue without Uncle Steves no-name barbecue sauce to go on top of everything. Get a good coat on there, because this is again going to sort of kind of cook down, because I'm going to put a top on it, foil cover on this so that it can braise inside of this pan. I forgot to put in the Marracino cherries and juice. That's what I'm doing right here, and then I'll finish covering this up. This is just maybe adding some more flavor to it, because there's going to be a lot of heat as this cook goes on. So if I can add a little sweetness to it now, more better. This is the cook that's already started. Once again, I'm just turning the pan just to get the cook evenly. It looks like it's not like the meat is raw. It's not really raw. It's actually the cherry juice that's giving it that red tint to it. So I'm just going to put it on this rack, and then it goes back on the Weber kettle again. So you can see they've already been on the Weber. I'm just once again turning the proteins, the meat, just to make sure everything cooks even, because my heat is on the right hand side of this kettle right now. Taste test. Pitmaster's privilege. Excellent, excellent. This is jalapeno bacon that I get from a local place. Stuff's expensive, it's like $12 a pound. So I don't use it as much as I used to. The wife used to actually cut it up and put it on pizzas and whatever else, but we don't really use it as a breakfast bacon as much as we used to. So cut it in half. Probably could have been a little bit longer, but I was trying to make it stretch. And we're just going to wrap this bacon up from both sides, both directions. I will end up using a toothpick to end up holding everything together, because as it cooks, this bacon's going to want to shrink up, and I want it to stay in place as much as possible. So I put a toothpick in. I actually came back with a double toothpick. Just loading the rack up now. I've sprayed this wire rack down with pig fat, pig spray, and it's back on the kettle. It goes again. Once again, rotating, trying to get that cooked even. Just some B-roll. Looking good. This is just a sampler. You know, I didn't know how this was going to taste. It's cream cheese and jalapeno jelly. And as you can see right here, that's the final product. Wife said more cream cheese, more jelly. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe. It helps the channel.